A murderer slipped into a house to escape the police. Unexpectedly, he found several people staring at him. Andy apologized and lied that he'd gone wrong, but the men didn't move. Andy was puzzled and took a closer look. Then he realized they were all lifelike statues. Just as he thought it was a false alarm, one of the statues suddenly moved.
My pets amuse you, sir? I am the only live one.
Terrified, Andy pretended to be calm and complimented him on his work. As the owner of the store, Terrell welcomed him. He invited him to see the statues. To avoid revealing anything unusual, Andy could only agree first, since it was already closing time, so Terrell locked the door behind him. This made Andy feel anxious. After all, the police are still searching nearby. Then Terrell explained that all the statues in the store, the prototypes, were all notorious murderers. What surprised Andy was that there was a murderer never caught and never left a picture, but his statue was in the store.
Put it up from descriptions.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You got hold of some photos, I suppose.
Well, I am an artist. I have methods of my own.
You certainly are an artist.
But just touching the statue, Andy felt like he was touching a real person. Seeing that it was hard to hide from Andy's sharp eyes, Terrell confessed to the murderer. Andy was shocked by the admission. Then Terrell revealed that they were all uncaught murderers. Andy angrily accuses him of killing them on his own. He felt Terrell was even worse than these murderers, but Terrell didn't admit it.
They wouldn't have killed themselves.
But they did. All the same way.
How?
Then Terrell told the story of Medusa. Anyone who looked into her eyes would turn to stone. But Andy didn't believe it. Medusa no longer existed. Terrell explained. When Medusa died, Perseus buried her head in the marketplace of Argos. The ruins are still there today. He went to dig it up.
I don't believe you.
I don't expect you to believe me. I did not kill them. Killed themselves by looking.
By looking. All right, I won't argue. But you still don't want the police nosing about here.
Coincidentally, that's when the police shouted from outside the house. After the police came in, they explained the situation. Terrell wanted to know what the wanted man looked like. Unfortunately, the police didn't know. All they knew was he wore black gloves. At this moment, Andy was disguised as a statue. He successfully fooled the sheriff. Although Terrell was aware of this, but he chose to remain silent. After making sure there was nothing unusual, the police left. In response to Terrell's questions, Andy lied that he was just in a little trouble. He had to ask Terrell to help him escape, put himself in a big box and rent a van to take him away. When Terrell said it would cost money, Andy said he had plenty of it. But as he was pulling out the money, he accidentally dropped his black gloves. Terrell instantly realized he was the girl's killer. He threatened that if he didn't help, he had a way of reporting him anonymously to the police. After all, there are 12 bodies here. Seeing that Terrell hesitated for a moment, Andy told Terrell to get to the van quickly. But then he brought up the Medusa story again, and asked Andy if he believed it. But Andy still said no. To prove he wasn't lying, Terrell went to a box and showed it to Andy. When he opened it, it contained Medusa's head. But Andy still thought he was bluffing. But just as Terrell closed the box, Andy was literally turned into a stone statue. Finally, Terrell proudly changed the number on the sign to 13, and he put Andy in a prominent position as a new product, and he waited expectantly for the next one to arrive.